Good day everyone, I'm Priscilla Calabas
And I am Miss Vista.
and we're going to discuss about Laguna De Bay. The lake is located 50 kilometers east of Manila between the provinces of Laguna to the south and Rizal to the north. It is bounded to the east, west, and southwest by Laguna Province, to the north and northeast by Rizal Province, and to the northwest by Metropolitan Manila. Laguna De Bay is the largest freshwater lake in the Philippines and the third largest in the Southeast Asia.
The lake has a double shape with two distinct peninsulas in the north. The large volcanic Laguna caldera, formed by two volcanic eruptions between 1 million and 27,000 years ago, fills the middle lake between the two. The lake has 9 islands, the largest of which is Talim Island, which serves as a barrier between West and Central Bays. Cardona and Binangonan have jurisdiction over the island. The region's volcanic history can be seen in the form of the moor at the southern end of the Talim Island and known as a volcanic field in Jajajan.
Laguna De Bay is a major source of fresh water in the Philippines. It has 21 tributaries in total, the largest of which is the Pagsanang River, which supplies 35% of its water. The Balana, Marikina, Mangangate, Tonasan, and San Pedro rivers are also significant. Despite its numerous tributaries, the lake has only one major outflow, the Pasig River, which drains into Manila Bay.
The lake serves many functions. It serves as a major transportation link between the towns and cities that line its shores. It has been used as a passenger boat navigation link since the Spanish era. It also serves as a vital source of water for the Kalayaan Pump Storage Hydroelectric Project in Kalayaan, Laguna. The lake is also a significant fishery and serves as a resta for many migratory birds. Laguna De Bay is also a popular recreation area and an important source of water for local agriculture as it is used for irrigation.
Laguna De Bay is also used to generate electricity with 3 power plants located in the area. It serves as an important water source for the Kalayaan Pump Storage Hydroelectric Project. It also serves as a source of irrigation water for farmlands and is used as a source of industrial cooling water. In July 2009, Manila Water Services Incorporated or MWSI was granted a water permit to abstract a maximum volume of 300,000 cubic meters per day for domestic use.
7 Environmental literacy for Laguna de Bay, Philippines. First, Laguna de Bay is the largest freshwater lake in the Philippines and the third largest in Southeast Asia. The lake features 3 distinct bays: the West Bay, Central Bay, and the East Bay that diverges to the south. The West Bay watershed is the most populated and heavily developed, mainly because it includes part of Metro Manila, while the East Bay is the least populated. The West and Central Bay is separated by Talim Island, the biggest and most populated island within the lake.
Second, the only outlet of Laguna de Bay is the Pasig River, which connects the lake to Manila Bay. Pasig River is considered a tidal estuary. The river's flow direction is dependent on the tides, especially during dry season, when the water level in Laguna de Bay may drop below that of Manila Bays. This would result in a reverse flow of seawater from the bay into the lake, increasing the pollution and salinity levels of the lake at this time of the year. During wet season, the flow is reversed towards Manila Bay.
Third, Laguna de Bay is a major source of fisheries in the Philippines. Laguna de Bay accounts for 17% of the national fisheries production, 10% of the national production for aquaculture, and 44% of the national production for municipal fisheries. However, large-scale fish pens have threatened the economic conditions of fishermen dependent upon open water fishery. Illegal fishing activities and increased aquaculture operations also lead to declining harvest due to depletion of natural resources. Increase of invasive fish species are also observed. There is also excessive snail dredging to support the duck raising industry. Crustaceans and mollusks declined in yield from 1,927 to 574 MT, and from 101,000 to 101 to 85,363 MT respectively in 1997 to 2000. To address the issue, a revised lake fishery zoning and management plan was implemented in 1996.
Fourth, Laguna de Bay supports multi-use. The lake represents a major transportation route between the towns and cities lying on its shores. More than 5,000 motorized and non-motorized watercraft operate as a means of transportation for lakeshore communities. In addition, an average of 75,640 barrels of oil and oil products are transported to various supply depots daily by barges plying the lake. Laguna de Bay is also used for power generation. 3 power plants are located in the region.
Fifth, uncontrolled development, population growth, and industrialization are major threat to Laguna de Bay. The lake serves as a huge waste sink for solid and liquid waste coming from households, cropland areas, industries, livestock and poultry production as well as fisheries activities. Pollution is carried as surface runoff through the subbasins of the lake. In addition, polluted waters from the Marikina and Pasig rivers also flow into the lake. Over 60% of the 15 million inhabitants of the lake area dump their domestic waste into either the lake or its many tributaries. 40% of this waste is made up of agricultural elements, 30% is domestic, and the remaining 30% is industrial waste. Quarry operations and limestone extraction caused denudation of the forest and siltation of the lake and its tributary rivers in the Rizal Province area. Water pollution and eutrophication are major environmental concerns, especially in the West Bay. Flooding in the area is not only limited to the Metro Manila area, especially during strong typhoon.
Sixth, the Laguna de Bay region is rich in history, natural beauty, and biodiversity. The Laguna de Bay lakeshore has been inhabited for many thousands of years, which can be seen in the Angona petroglyphs in the lakeshore town of Binangonan, Rizal. Due to the many years of Spanish influence, there are several old churches around the region. One of the most unusual is the Nagcarlan Underground Cemetery. The lake is also part of the flyway for migratory birds. Mount Makiling National Park is located south of the lake. The mountain is ideal for hiking, camping, trekking, mountain biking, and bird watching. The Mount Makiling Forest Reserve has a total of 20,048 plant species, many of which are exotic flowers.
And lastly, the Laguna de Bay region is managed through the Laguna Lake Development Authority or LLDA. It is the only lake in the Philippines managed by a special agency of the Philippines government. LLDA was formed in 1966 to institute an organized system of lake usage regulations. Its mission is to catalyze a climate change sensitive integrated water resource management in the Laguna de Bay region, with clear focus on preserving ecological integrity and promoting sustainable economic growth. LLDA develops and enforces environmental management, water quality monitoring, conservation of natural resources, and community-based natural resource management. It enforces the licensing of fish pens and cages in the environmental user fee system. They work with municipalities to control and treat both industrial and household waste and help to determine how much water can be withdrawn for what purpose. The vision of LLDA is that by 2020, the Laguna de Bay Basin has been transformed as the focal center for sustainable development through sound ecological governance.